everyone, welcome to Zodiac Tarot. Today I'm doing February Zodiac messages. I'm going to go ahead and start with the water signs, and I'm going to start out with Cancer. This pertains to Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus sign. Take it how it resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't force things to apply to your life, as this can cause it to be more chaotic and cause stagnancy. Spirit messages for Cancer. Few cards for Cancer, please. Oof, oof. We got 4 cards for you guys. All right. I feel like at this current moment, there's possibly something that you're going through that you're trying to recover balance to the situation. You may have had to walk away because it was affecting your mental as well as your physical health, and it was affecting your financial state. I feel like abundance is definitely pouring in at this time. February will be a prominent time for abundance to flow in as well as rest. Definitely take time to rest. And if weather allows it, take time in nature, immerse yourself with the sounds of the trees rustling or the water running, so forth. Just enjoy being in nature. For those dealing with legal situations, I feel like the battle is going to turn in your favor unexpectedly. I feel like something that previously was kept secret to pertaining to this legal battle has been revealed and has allowed it for it to go in this direction. If you are in a legal matter, there was previously somebody who had kept something from you that was causing an imbalance between you and this person. I feel like for the most part, February will be a very solitary month, more than dealing with other people. I feel like you may have gone through something that caused you to have to walk away from something that no longer was bringing happiness to your life. Okay. Clarification, please. February, you want to beware of conflict with other people, as they may not have your best intentions, your best interest at mind. I feel like there's somebody here who is putting you through a situation where they're kind of forcing you to make a decision quickly. And I don't know, it's a pretty heavy energy. It's kind of, I feel like you know the situation, you already know which choice would be healthier for you, and you know that this situation is just going awry. And I feel like in February, definitely beware of this person, as they will disrupt this balance that you're trying to bring back into your life. Spirit has a lot it wants to tell you guys, because like all of my cards just want to like just jump out. Yeah, definitely beware of somebody who's wearing a mask. You've thought about the situation a lot, and it's definitely made you feel trapped. And I feel like you don't want to feel like this anymore. You want to be able to freely make decisions for yourself, ones that come from like within you, within your heart, that you feel stable in, that doesn't make you anxious or uncomfortable. Hmm. Cancer spirit. Yeah, this legal situation that I'm seeing here, it's definitely turning in a better direction. I feel like you're definitely stressing over this a lot. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely had a lot of this. Whoever had this legal battle, this situation was causing a lot of conflict within situations outside of yourself and within yourself. You were constantly battling with yourself against all the choices that you had to make to not only protect yourself but other people as well. February is definitely a month for cancers. It's definitely a month for turning the tide, and I feel taking a different look at things. You want to come out of a space of constantly overthinking. I feel like you don't want to be too emotional about things, but you don't want to be too logical. You just want to be balanced. You want to be able to not feel like you're forced to constantly come up with things on a whim when other people need it, but you don't have the energy to actually give results that people need because you're not sure yourself where you want to come from. There's definitely yeah. Whether it's a legal battle or it's a situation between family, career, or a relationship, there's this conflict here that's causing a lot of inner conflict. It's in a way causing you to kind of look at yourself differently. And I feel like that's the energy that you've been going through. And as you go into February, that's what you're coming out of. Is you're trying to return balance to that situation. I feel like you don't want to feel like that anymore. You see this situation as something beautiful to you, and it makes you feel lighter and freer. It makes you feel like you can breathe. So you definitely want to try to bring peace back to the situation. All right. So for Cancer, I'm gonna get two cards from this deck to see the um which zodiac signs are important in your life at this moment. Okay. I wasn't gonna keep that, but everything in my hand was like, same. All right. So prominently, I see Pisces as an important zodiac sign, as well as Aquarius and Aries. So I feel like the zodiacs here for cancers, these are what's going to really help the message solidify and resonate with you for sure. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you for today. I hope that February is a good month and that you do find find peace for yourself. If not for the person that you care about the most, for you, because I feel like this has been going on for too long, and you're just ready to be able to breathe and not feel like there's this constant heaviness on your shoulders. All right, we're gonna move on to Pisces. All right. So, we're filling this deck for Pisces. All right, Spirit. February messages for Pisces. All right. So for Pisces, we have the Empress, the Lovers, the Sacred Clown, and Five of Wands. So the Sacred Clown is the Fool. Okay. Let's see. So Pisces, I see there's something here that you're going through that's like this was a new beginning for you because of the choices that you made to heal yourself and to become stronger. Here we have the Empress. So you healed and became stronger as a feminine figure for not only yourself but other people. And I feel like you manifested something here that came in, and it kind of wasn't exactly what you were looking for. So like you manifested, I don't know how to explain this. There's something here that came in. These two cards came out in reverse, and I feel like there's something here that came in because it came out with this upright with the Nine of Pentacles. You worked for it. You wanted it to come in, and now that it's here, you don't want it. Like we have the Five of Wands. Like you're putting up a battle for letting it come in. I feel like it has something to do with you being independent. I feel like in some ways the project or you not being in like a project. Okay, here I have two different scenarios like bouncing off of each other right now. But the first one is that you're in a situation where possibly in a career somebody else wants to be in charge and you are not about it because you've probably been the one who's usually in charge of the situation, and you have a concise way to do it. You keep it organized. You know who works best in what situation, and you're not quite sure if this person can do it. You just prefer to do it because you already know how. Um, I feel like this may be okay. So how I kind of connect that with this offer is that there's this project here that you were offered, but it's in a group, and you have to be a co-leader with somebody. And this is kind of the judgment card is here with this Three of Pentacles, which is where I get that group energy, especially with the Five of Wands above it. I feel like this, in a way, is a test from the universe to see how you can develop your skills with working with people, because as we move forward, we realize how more interconnected our species is, and this is kind of what this test is seeing, like, can you find a way to step out of the need to be controlling over the situation and find a way to find an equal grounds with this other person, so that way the project can both benefit both of what you are working there for, as well as um, show you a better way to work with other people. Because I have a lot. I have this Empress card and the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles. They all give me this sense that you're a very independent person, and you prefer to do everything on your own. You make choices on your own. You bring an abundance on your own. You don't really like people helping you, and if they do help you, you only let them help you to a point, and then you're like, it's okay, I can get it from here, and then you do, of course, you keep going forward. I feel like in February, you're definitely going to be facing this need to be more open, and accepting of the fact that we are a collective, and as much effort as we'd like to put in on our own, we do have to eventually work with other people, which, trust me, I know how that feels. I am a very independent person, and I do not like asking for help, and I'd rather do everything on my own. But over this last year, I've learned that the less you ask for help, of course it's going to be harder, but it's the less you restrict yourself, because, like, I've noticed a lot of people become more progressive because they have people to support them. They have a team as well. They're not just pushing on their own. So this is kind of saying here that yes, you manifested what you wanted. This is what you wanted, but this is what comes with that manifestation. You have to be able to work in this group because they also manifested it. They were also wanting this to come in for them. They are, in a way, a part of your tribe. And I feel like whenever it comes to getting a new job and working on a career, we kind of don't see our coworkers in that way, because it's like, it's our coworker. We just see them as this person that we come to work with, and we get to know them, of course, and we're kind to them, and they can eventually become friends in some terms, in some situations. But most situations, I don't know. From my point of view, I don't make friends with coworkers. I don't know. I find it weird. Okay, that's besides the point. Okay, continuing on. February, I feel like there's definitely going to be like a lot of offers. If you're a single Pisces, you may have some suitors come in that are trying to get your hand in marriage or something. I don't know. there's like several offers coming in though. From this 3-party going to the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, I feel like there's at least one or three people. 2 to 3 people. Yeah, let me English for a second. I guess that's number. Okay. So they see you as this. There's just you're like a shining star in February with the Empress with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're glowing. You know what you want. And that's why you're turning down these offers, because they're not what you want. For those who turn down people in February or turn down offers in February, you know what you want. So you're not going to accept. If this is a page, is this a king? No, I don't think so. I feel like this month, the reason the Five of Wands is here is because you're really you're standing in your power. You're not taking no BS. My card really wanted to come out. Okay. Okay, Pisces, February. Oh, are you okay? It wasn't that loud. Okay. Flower Spirit and Miss Sunshine. Okay, so this in February. In February, I feel like you'll be more soft. Soft with yourself, soft with people around you, in a way more expressive of yourself. Once again, I'm also getting that with the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. That's all kind of ties it all together. Where did I put that? Okay. I feel like February is going to be a good month because you previously have gone through the dark night of the soul, and it's brought on this softness for this month. This energy isn't exactly like you being soft. It's more or less like there's a softness around you. Like it's like a little pillow around you, keeping you safe in February as you go through the rest of that, like what's the word I'm looking for, as you continue to do that healing. I don't know what word I'm looking for, so I'm not just gonna sit there and like bang my brain. All right, Pisces, that is what I have for you for today. In February, definitely beware of people who are causing conflict and who have silly offers that are really only beneficial to them. Be careful of letting people interfere with the decisions that you personally make that are coming from you. The decisions that you make in your life are for you to make and nobody else. Yes, okay. That's how I feel I should end that. Okay, Pisces, I hope you have an amazing February, and I'll see y'all later. And we're going to go to Scorpio. Let's see. I think I'm feeling a little gilded today. So Scorpio. These cards are calling for you. February 2020. Scorpio. Ooh, Sagittarius just like popped into my mind, like randomly. Ooh, wait a second. Before I continue with Scorpio, I have one more thing for Pisces. OMG, I almost forgot. Okay. I don't know if Pisces are still going to be on here, but here we go. I don't care. Important zodiacs for Pisces. fire signs are important for Pisces. We have Aquarius, Pisces, and Scorpio as well. All right, Scorpio, let's do this. Okay, back to what I was saying about Sagittarius. I was going to say Scorpio, and of course Sagittarius popped in my head, and I think it's not closely related to the fact that they will start with S, because I'm pretty good about staying on the zodiac sign I'm working on. I guess we'll have to see at the Zodiac reveal at the end. Alright. February messages for Scorpio. Okay. So we do got some fire energy here, and once again, we have Sagittarius right here. So what was I saying? Sagittarius. This is for Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. Let's see. So far, I feel like there's somebody coming in who is going to reveal something to you that they believe can bring balance back to the situation. It's something that they feel. I feel like it could be a gift in some ways. I feel maybe it's something that I feel. I'm just being drawn to this moon, and this moon is telling me here that this connection here that I'm seeing in these cards was one that you used to be in. It I feel like it was friendship, but also relationship kind of thing. So it's like I feel like you two had strong feelings for each other, and you've like talked to each other about this and discussed how you felt. But I don't feel like there's ever really been anything. And after that situation is kind of like I feel like there was an imbalance in the situation, and you guys just kind of like started drifting apart. And now this person wants to come back with something here. Let's get some more cards. Because, yeah, they want to come in. We have Knight of Swords. I feel like there's definitely somebody coming in February. Okay, well, that's not pertaining to what I was doing, but okay, we have some more February messages for you. Let's see what we got. So, okay, yeah, so we got Pisces on here twice. Somebody's coming in. They're coming in fast, like soon, like the first 2 weeks of February. Or first 2 weeks of March. One of those two. If not in that time frame, it's going to happen in the beginning of a month. Because I keep hearing 8, so it could happen in August. But somebody here is coming in. Because of something that they've held on to. It's not a secret or like, I feel like it's something that they kept. Ooh, I just heard like fortune. Somebody could be getting an inheritance. Maybe somebody left the world quickly and now this is coming into you quickly. Which, my condolences if somebody has lost anybody. I feel like this person that's coming in fast with whatever this is here, whether it be a secret or a present or something that's yours that they had like held on to, when they bring it to you, it's going to be an overflow of abundance. Like, you're not going to know what to do with it, whether it's emotional abundance or financial abundance, whatever kind of abundance it is, wherever it comes from, it's going to be fruitful. I feel like you already know what this is, or you already know what's about to happen. And you know that it's going to bring in this balance. And that's why you're letting it happen. You're letting this energy, you're flowing with it. This is a natural flow for you. In February, though, I do see there's this little here that I was seeing about the financial. You do want to be aware of situations where you could be hold on to your money because it's kind of the law. Like, there's a situation here where you're kind of holding on to it and trying to get it to multiply in that way. Like, not savings. This isn't savings. Like, this is, I don't know what this is. This could be spending habits. And you're kind of like, why is it not being fruitful? Ooh, maybe you're investing in something that isn't really like going up in stocks. Oh, my throat chakra went off. I think that might be it. I feel like you already know that this isn't being fruitful, but you still keep doing it because it's kind of one of those things where it is a hit and miss. So you got to keep trying to figure it out, you know? Um, yeah. Scorpio, February. February. Okay, so in February, you guys definitely need to take some time to connect with nature, ground into your being of who you are, your roots to this earth, the reasons you are here, the lessons you are learning, because this month is going to bring forth revelations that I feel you kind of already had this feeling about. As okay, to me, this is my take on Scorpios. Scorpios are Pisces, but they're intense Pisces. They are intense Pisces. Okay. And so they have that same intuitive sense as a Pisces that's naturally a gift for them. And I feel like you sense this movement of energy that's coming in, this balance that's flowing in. And I feel like you sense it because, in a way, you've kind of been trying to pull it in. And this month, February, is going to be, this kind of pushes you into another phase of awakening. This helps you ground more into who you are and what you are capable of doing. Yeah, these cards, yes. Okay. Let's get your zodiac signs for February. Zodiac signs of importance to Scorpio. Okay, air signs could be important. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and one more. We got Taurus and Gemini. So Gemini is prominent here, and Taurus as well. Okay. I'm not doing it like that. Thank you, Scorpio, for watching. If I don't stutter enough. All right. Cleanse, burn. Everything is burning. Okay. Okay. I just spent like 5 seconds messing with a blanket. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's get right into this. Next, we have. I'm feeling earth signs. Let's get a little earthy, guys. And I feel like for the earth signs, we should do numerology for you guys. So let's get some numbers for February. Right, you got 4 numbers for February for Capricorn. Capricorn. 4 numbers for Capricorn for February 2021. 7, 4, 3, and 5. So with this 7, I feel like this month, February, is going to bring in a spiritual truth for you. It's going to kind of show you a different side of yourself, especially with the 4. It's going to show you a more emotional side of yourself, an aspect I feel like you don't really connect with because it makes you feel vulnerable. With the 3 next to it, it makes you feel like you're kind of you lack in stability whenever you're emotional. You feel like it changes the way you think about things, which of course this you're firing off different pheromones in your body and all that stuffs. Okay. I feel like February is definitely going to be a big change in this area with the 5. It's going to be a shift that brings more connectivity to you. You're going to find yourself to feel more grounded and connected to not only yourself, but just everything around you in general, not just people or situations, but everything is going to feel more serene, more peaceful. I feel like these numbers are here because you previously went through a time where things were kind of like rocky and you didn't really know what direction to go in. You just needed something to change. And so, like, now you're allowing this change. Because in a way, you were holding yourself back from this stability, but you didn't realize it until recently. You now realize you don't want to no longer go through this. You want to sever this from being a block. Because I feel like you previously had a mentality where change was not good. Like, change, everything seemed to fall apart. Bad things seemed to happen. And it's all because everything was changing. Well, change, although it is scary and it takes away things from our lives, it always brings something 10 times better to replace it. Whether we're ready for it to or not, the universe will always put things in our paths as they are meant to be. Okay, yeah, there's that connectivity to Earth. This High Priestess, of course, High Priestess is a Pisces energy, but this one gives me very Virgo, earthy-esque energy. She is in her earthy power, just feeling herself. She's grounded. She has waterfalls, everything. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So Capricorns, you're in your energy. You're very connected at this time. I feel like what is causing conflict is yourself. You're having a lot of inner conflict. You are having an identity crisis. Like, no, not a single clue. Like, your energy is grounded, but I feel like that's the only thing about you that's grounded. And I seriously have no clue how you're so grounded with the chaos that is going on. Like, I feel like you've come to a point in your life where you no longer want to deal with other people. Like, you just want to take a week or two away from the rest of the world and just be with yourself. Like, don't answer phone calls, like nothing. Like, I feel like you've been consistently helping people. You've been this King of Pentacles where you give and you give and you give because you are abundant, and people just keep taking from you, and it's like it's literally tearing you apart. You are over it, but you don't want to. The problem, what's causing this conflict, what's causing this identity crisis, is you feel like you have to you don't want to stop giving to people, but you know that you have to protect your energy, to protect your sanity, because you keep putting all of your energy out there for everyone else, that when at the end of the day when you go to sit down, you don't have any for yourself, and you don't understand what's lacking in your life. But this is shifting. Like, with this High Priestess, you are starting to become more aware of this, of your energy, and that's what's bringing it to be more grounded, is you're becoming more aware of it, and you're seeing these conflicts here, and I feel like you're no longer allowing them to be there. You know that you're stronger than that, and you don't want to be constantly having this conflict, because you know that whether you are giving to people or you stop giving to people because you need to protect your energy, you know that either way you are still a good person. Because if somebody comes to you after you've stopped giving and giving and giving to them and they start complaining, this person is the problem. They should not be coming to you whining for something that they can get for themselves. No. You don't want to take care. You don't feel like you should take care of that anymore. You don't want to take care of that anymore. It's not your obligation. That's not what you're here to do. February is going to allow you to shift this perspective. This is going to allow you to come into a place where you know how to equally give and take. You know how to stop yourself when you don't have the energy to give anymore. You want to be a more abundant person. You want to have emotional fulfillment in every aspect of your life. You don't want to feel like you have to stop giving to people because you haven't given to yourself enough. You want to be able to equally give to other people as you give to yourself. And I feel like February is going to really be a month that helps you change your approach to this. Capricorn. February. All right. So we have here Sorceress and a feeling. 3 and 6. 9 could be an important date. 3 is important. Yeah, 3 is definitely important. We have a 3 here. 3, 3, 3. All right. So here we have sorceress, which has rituals, power, will, and a filling, which has nobility, grace, and gratitude. Yeah, this month is really about you finding this balance of who you are. We have this very ruggedy woman here. She's looks like she survives out in the wild. She has leaves in her hair, and she looks like she like kills a deer every day for dinner because she has a big family or something. Yeah, she has a strong family. Her cheekbones are like if she hits you with one of those, you might KO. Okay. But like you see, and then we have this lady here, and she's very elegant and prim. She has this crown on. She lives inside a castle, and she is led to lead this life where she is in charge of everyone around her. But that's not what she wants. She doesn't want to be that leader, commander person that everyone wants her to be. She just wants to be a balance of this huntress and this princess. She wants to be. What is it good in between? I was totally going to say warrior, but I think that's worse than huntress. So, um, you just want to feel like you can have that serene, peaceful luxury, but also still feel free and fresh. Not like you're constantly being pushed to do this other thing, which to me, I don't know. I don't know. I just like got sucked into this card. It's definitely being a little balance of these two here for yourself. All right. Be strong in February. As it's going to take a lot of strength and gratitude for the things that have happened and that you're going through to continue to get through it. This card is also giving me this energy. There could potentially be somebody that wants to put a spell on you. So definitely beware of that. Use sage to protect yourself, as well as clear quartz crystal, like a point like this. Okay, that is for Capricorn. All right, Virgo. Let's go. Numbers for Virgo 2020. Virgo 2020. All right. We got 1, 2. No, wait. Yes. 1, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 3, and 4. Oh, okay. Cool. Interesting. So I feel like there's this new beginning here that's coming in. It's pertaining to, I feel like, school or business. It's to bring a better sense of connectivity to who you are, to what you want to do with your life. But something has to end here. I feel like, yeah, something has to end. Virgo. I don't know what's got to end for you guys. Let's get a little clarification. What is the end for Virgo? That doesn't answer my question. It just said, that's a beginning. How can a beginning be the end of an ending? Well, of course, if something begins, something else is ending. Okay, so this just sent me on a loop. Virgos, spirit is currently working deeply on your life. They are bringing into toxic situations where there are people around you who are deceiving you, or there's things within yourself that you're deceiving yourself about. I feel like yeah, there's okay, Virgo, if you're a player, if you like to be with a lot of people, this is coming to an end. And it's not because it's being forced to come to an end, it's because you are personally deciding you don't want to live that lifestyle anymore. You have this opportunity with somebody that makes you feel overwhelmed with happiness, and you don't want it to go away. You want to continue to hold on to it. So you are going through the necessary transformations and means to align yourself with the release of this. Yeah, I'm just yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a career thing here, but it's I feel like that thing, this new beginning, is because your previous workplace was bullshitting you, and you're like nah, you weren't handling it, so you walked away from that situation, and when you did, this brought in a this brought in an inflow of abundance your way, because this situation was holding you back. It was, you were putting in all this effort and hard work, and it was not um, being fruitful. Um, it was causing a lot of like conflict in your life. It was causing you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Um, yeah. Um, Now that you've moved away from this, though, it's brought in a new love opportunity, a new career opportunity, one that you're more passionate about. This February is definitely going to be a month of celebration for you, as it's fast moving, like everything's going to start moving. You're going to start seeing things change and become better. There are a lot of new beginnings for you in this month. Virgo, no rain today, and home in the sky. So this really gives me this feeling of like imagination, creativity. February is going to be a very creative month. It's going to be opportune time to really see what you're capable of, see what your talents can truly do. Um, I feel like after getting out of this previous situation here that was causing this conflict and a slight blockage in your life, you're ready to go into more positive days where you don't have to continue to face this cloudiness. Um, and so your balloons can fly straight without possibly being destroyed by a thundercloud. Yes. February, there's definitely, if you are a male Virgo, there is a yes.
Mom wants to know what you're doing.
I'm live streaming.
Oh. I'll keep Mom. Keep live streaming.
February is going to bring in a lot of positivity for you and just a lot of new opportunities. There's going to be healthier connections in your life as well. Keep yourself open and don't be afraid of change or new things coming in, because I feel like these changes are definitely ones that you've been manifesting and wanting to bring into your life. Um, Continue to allow it to flow in, for sure. All right, Taurus, and then this will be water, earth. Taurus, what message does Spirit have for you for February 2020? Taurus, February 2020. One more, please, Spirit. Spirit said two more. And your numerology. Ten, 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so 3 is definitely an important number. So February 3rd could be an important date. February 30th. Oh, definitely February 3rd. I feel like February could be a challenging month. There's definitely change here. There's an ending here to a situation that was causing conflict with somebody else, possibly an air sign. 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Like this is literally going 1, 2, 3. Like it's counting up. So you're progressively moving forward at this moment, but I feel like there's kind of to you, from your point of view, things seem stagnant. Like there's this conflict here that, like, I feel like even you don't really know the reason that the conflict is here, but you kind of feel like you have to defend yourself from this energy. Like it's always attacking. It's always like persistently there. You feel like you have to isolate yourself to be protected from this energy. I feel like this makes you also want to, in general, isolate yourself from people. All right. Yeah, because if I feel like you just were giving to other people, and this person was using that to their advantage, that you're a very giving person, and um yeah, now you have to step away. You're not allowing this to happen anymore. You're like, no, not today. Yeah, there's conflict here over a choice that you had to make. You were kind of put in a place where it was either you or them, and it was a you situation. Even though you felt that conflict, even though it was there, you still were like, I do what I gotta do. This was I gotta, yeah, you just, February is a I do what I gotta do month for Tauruses. Y'all are in your bull energy and you're ready to fucking destroy everyone. Excuse my language. There's an ending to this inner conflict though. You were feeling conflicted because of your abundance. You were feeling protective because of your abundance. You felt lack even though you were giving. Like it's like you couldn't understand why you were lacking, and whenever you went into hermit mode and you saw that it's because you kept giving to the situation that was hurting you and causing conflict and harm and making you constantly have to protect yourself. Oh, my brain just farted like a million times over. You're now realizing this. This is you're and now you're kind of conflicted with separating yourself from these situations because they're really close to you. Um, there is one specific situation I'm seeing here where it is pertaining to business, and there's a coworker here who knows how hard of a worker you are, and there's this other employee here who is not quite as good a worker, and that's this Five of Swords with this Jack here, because this Jack is a Jack of diamonds. He's of pentacles, so he's only a page. He's only a page. We got this Queen of Spades, so this is the manager or whoever, and this is you, a humble person trying to make a living at a job, and this person is basically causing BS in your work environment, and you're over it because this figure in the middle is your manager. Okay. This figure in the blue is you. And if you can see here, this man is bald and he has his hands out, and the man in the middle is ignoring him. While this man in the yellow has his hands out and has this hair and is getting the money, while this man only has the balancing scales above him. This to me is this situation isn't balanced in your work environment. This manager is favoring this employee over here, and they're like dismissing you altogether. They're like, they're giving to this person who is not working while you're struggling to make ends meet. But here, with the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Swords, you're standing up for yourself. But this took a lot of effort because you didn't want it to go badly. You didn't want your manager to, like, you know, say that you're just, speaking crap. But I feel like it'll go over a lot better than you think it will. Definitely try not to overthink the situation and just take action. This is a situation that's calling for that because the more that you let your manager do this, the more conflict it's going to cause with you because you are going to continue experiencing this feeling and you shouldn't allow yourself to. Fix this scale and balance it back out by communicating, by speaking your truth about the situation. Because if you don't do this, it could possibly go into a direction where you either completely quit the job or this person go like they find a way to. I feel like this is malicious in a way, like they do not like working with you, and because we got these swords and they're looking directly at you as you come towards them here in these cards. Like you see the hermit is walking towards this sword bug and this one is like, no, I'm not having it. I feel like maybe you're the new worker and they feel threatened by your presence. um in this type of situation, definitely try not to let this person get to you. But if it gets to a point where it's unhealthy for you to stay there and withstand that, you need to leave the situation and protect your energy from that kind of toxicity. Because this person really doesn't have a reason to be being malicious towards you. They just they just feel like their job is threatened by you. Taurus. Yeah, like you're this Queen of Pentacles. Like you're strong. You don't really need to be working at this job, but it's kind of you just kind of have a job. Like I don't feel like you really need the job if you're like a super abundant person. Even if you aren't a super abundant person, like you're making men eat meat whether you have this job or not. This month, February, definitely bring a lot of healing to yourself. Nurture the things around you as it'll bring more fertility for future things to come together. Um, Death. Keep a positive outlook, and I feel like there's definitely a situation coming in February that will be a lot healthier for you. That is all I have for you for Taurus, and that will be the end of this video for today. I hope that water signs and earth signs found their messages to be helpful and that you can go into February feeling more clear and energized and like it's not going to hit you like a ton of bricks. We are in the second month of 2020 and that's kind of exciting because this year is a year number 4, and I think that's cool. Like last year, we had a lot of questionable moments of instability, and we all were kind of like shaken by the ground rumbling underneath us, only for our lives to seem to get better as we go into this new year. And yes, it's going to be chaotic these first 2 months, but that's because we're also going into the new age of Aquarius, and there are a lot of transits that are helping generate that energy for that transit. So I wish you all blessings as you go into February and the rest of 2020. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.